Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy, Nowonshall, coming at you with yet another Star Trek Fleet Command. Today, we just got a new update for the game. Apparently, this patch happened this morning, which is the date is 10/13/2023, and this patch is 59.1. So this patch, well, it's going to add a few more primes and some bug fixes. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification down below. Don't forget to hit them, everyone. If you want to become a member, they'll give you a special place in my Discord. There are donation links listed down below. We have PayPal, Cashapp, and Venmo. If you do want help with the channel or you want to support the channel, be greatly appreciated. So let's hop in the video and actually talk about what has come. So let me switch my tabs. We're going to my desktop view. As you see, we have patch 59.1 by Gabriel, aka Echo, October 13th, 2023. It says, Commanders, we have a couple of updates that came live this morning. One being fixed for a bug that was introduced last month and unannounced prime node you may want to get your hands on. Check the full list of the patch notes. So we have bug fixes. We have fixed issue with battle reports when attacking or being attacked by a station would sometimes not generate or be generated. I wish I would fix the presets. I've lost 6 in the last month. But anyways, our next one is going to be the new primes. So we have Prime Discovery Warp Range, 2 primes for the Ops 35 and 50, increases warp range of the USS Discovery. And let's see, developer note, Star Trek Fleet Command explained since the USS Discovery expanded since the USS Discovery first launch, with addition of new systems, Delta Quadrant, and more, while a disco way to reach some of these warp systems. Then we have Prime Crit Reduction, which is 2-level Prime, Ops 35 to 40, reduces crit chance of enemy players at start of combat for 2 rounds, does not trigger on station combat. This one is interesting. So we have 2 levels for this Prime, Ops 40 and 50. When attacking a station, delay opponent's ship defense platform weapon fire a number of rounds. So I'm going to drag and drop stfc.space over here, and we're going to go into the research here. So we're going to look at Prime, if they actually add it, Discovery Warp Range. So we have it right here. So Discovery Warp Range, and you see description, increases US Discovery Warp Range. It is going to be, does it tell us description where it's at, R&D 35, and then you say R&D 50. So that's the one on it, and time is 33 days, cost is 25 million the lithium, and 500 of the Prime Valor emblems. And then the next one is 1,000 Prime Valor emblems. And as you see, we go back to the game, and we're going to click on here for this research. We're going to go to our station, our starship. It'll be right here at the beginning, and you see it costs 500. The first one is a 50 warp, and the next one for the 50s is a 350 warp. And as far as I know right now, these Prime are only purchasable, and you click here, it brings you to the pack, which is kind of nice. I did it, I'm like, oh cool, it brought us to the pack. So what we see here is, well, this is Prime Dominance SA, so I don't really see a pack if I haven't looked for it, but it's right there. So the first one is $50, which gives you 975 Platinum, 500 Prime Valor emblems, and the rest of materials per usual in there. So we have G4, G5, and etc. in there, which is cool. You get 50 plus warp range. For me, at my base for Ops 35 player, well, I'm Ops 50. Remember, this is for Ops 35. And my discovery right now, if my big head wasn't in the way, is, go down right here, is 236. So it would give me a possibly a 306 or 386 warp range, which still isn't that great. But if I look at it again, because remember, I have Rush on board, and if I did the 350, that would take me up 600 and, 350, 400, about 636 warp range with it, which would be most places if I remember right. Because if I look in distances wise, let's go zoom out. Let's go to the top area right here. And these are areas that are base 520. So you'll be able to warp in there for all the new Armada systems or what you need to do out there. Or you'll be able to reach, we'll go up here to the Delta Quadrant. And if you had Prime 600, you'll be able to reach there and then pull your Discovery out there. If you're one of those players that like to use your Discovery or like to be able to use a Discovery a lot, yeah, $50 ain't ain't that bad for 50, but I don't know what the secondary ones cost because I don't have it right now in front of my face. So if you guys do find out, comment down below, let me know. And we're gonna look at our next prime. So we're gonna go back to desktop and we're gonna open up. And it's not pulling up. Give me a second. Go right here. And we're gonna go back. Our next one is gonna be prime crit reduction. Prime crit reduction. You see they added it here. And he says requirements. It says here, reduces crit hit chance of enemy players at the start of combat for 2 rounds. Does not trigger in station combat. And right here, the cost 25 million. Ops level gonna be 35, and it's gonna cost, well, the prime valor emblems. And as you see there, that's information we get on that. Does it tell us where it's at, or am I have to play hunting and guessing for you guys? So let's go back to the game. Bam. Let's go back here. And let's see what the pack looks like. So prime crit reduction. So discovery right there. Prime dominance SA, prime armada, Alonzo Freeman. I don't really see it because I think I went through this once before. Unless the game is updating as we talk about it, but it shouldn't be because it said it came out this morning. Doesn't look like it came out, but if it's gonna be, it's either gonna be on the combat tree, or let's look at the starship tree because the starship tree adds stuff that's a little different. So let me look. Prime Disarm, Prime Inert, Prime Action, Prime Defiant, Prime Synthetic, Prime Defiant, Prime Cerritos, Prime Cybernetic. Okay, they didn't add it to this end of the tree. Okay. So now let's jump into the combat tree, see if we can find it in the combat tree. So we'll be looking for both the prime station, delay, and crit reduction. So let's go look for a prime I don't have. Warp, isolytic, crit reduction. Here we go. Crit reduction. So the first one is a 10%. So it just reduces the crit hit chance of enemy players at the start of combat for 2 rounds. And then it goes up to 35. Okay, 35%. So then now we're going to be looking at our next one is prime station or prime station attack delay. So it should be in the same area. Prime station siege, prime crit siege, prime station attack delay. Okay, here we go. This one to me is going to be unfair for the players that are wells that can afford it, because if you can't get past the first layer of defense or the first round, you are not going to stand a chance. Like, you are not. Even if you use ROM, you're not going to stand a chance, because if I crash on board, it's going to be almost near impossible to crack a whale that has this, or a 40 player, 50 player that has this. 50 or 40 players more believable, but a 50 player, 60 player, it's gonna be harder to hit. So right here is when attacking a station, delays opponent's ship and defense platforms weapons for firing for the number of rounds shown below. So it's just when attacking a station. So it's attacking a station. Sorry, when attacking a station. So it's gonna make let me reverse track of that. It's gonna make it a little bit easier to crack players' bases that are 60 or 40. So Crass ain't going to be able to screw this over with ROM on there. So you'll have 1 round right there for the first one and 2 rounds for the next one. So you'll be able to actually do some damage to the whales, which is cool. Or they'll be able to annihilate you really easily if they can surpass your defenses for 1 round, which to me is a good, bad, middle thing. This only affects, well, this affects everybody, but playing players will have the advantage when it comes down to this, because of course Scopley's decided to use what we call prime. These right here, prime valor emblems. They're not something you can get in the game unless you're paying for, which unfortunately is not a great thing. I wish they were able to source stuff better for players to be able to pay for it, or be able to get it free from some different method. And right now I don't see, so we have discoveries there. I don't see another prime listed just yet, but let me go through here for a quick moment. We'll look at, I think it's going to be under pattern buffers, armada. I'm going to research packs, hopefully. And let's see, Galaxy territory, raw intelligence, prime isolytic, prime ship HP, crit, fleet refinery, prime select ship, prime fleet, syndicate, hull HP, battleship, engineering, parts, defiant ability, export credits, interceptor, explorer, weapon damage, inert, assault damage, prime ablative armor, Another Hull HP, Prime Defiant, Prime Swarm, Event, Klingon, Romulan, Cardassian Alliance, Prime Synthetic. So far, I'm not seeing it. Prime Crit Chance versus Armadas, still nothing. Prime Gas, yeah, I don't see the primes actually hit there yet, but I'm assuming those are going to be 100 apiece. I'm assuming we're going to take a big assumption where Discovery's going to be 50 as we saw there, and the next step up is 1,000. 1,000, even $100. Wow, I can't believe it said 1,000. But yeah, that's the one. I kind of like the Discovery. If you use a lot, it'd be cool because sometimes there's those distances that you want to get there quickly, especially for these new armadas that came out. The G5 armadas, you're able to port in, or you're able to port quickly and go to systems to armadas are in. Since for me, I hardly use it since Super Highways came out. If I had it, I would actually probably try it out and use it a lot more because my Discovery now is sitting on the back burner, hasn't been used in a quick minute. But anyways, don't forget that follow button, don't forget to like, don't forget that subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment down below. And if you guys do want to join my Discord, please do so. I do stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 1 to 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. And if you guys do want to donate, those links are listed down below. All right, guys, it is Nowonshall signing out. Peace out. Have a wonderful day.